Moving our pigs from the pen to the trailer to go to the processor should have gone easy, but it didn't all the way. So watch us as we end up taking them to the processor and getting some good meat for our table.
Hi everybody, welcome back to Hideaway Homestead. This is Kevin. Hey, gonna be talking today about moving the pigs. Well, actually moving the pigs to the processor. We're getting ready to move 2 of the larger pigs out here to the processor, and then they will be going to freezer camp. You've heard us say that on some of our past videos about the chickens too. They go to freezer camp. Anyway, so we're getting ready to move these 2 guys, and we're gonna try to get them into the trailer. We're hoping that it'll go well, but we never know. When you're dealing with what, almost 300-pound pigs, they pretty much go wherever they want to when they take an ocean. All right, so we're gonna get started with that, and we'll see how that goes. We are getting ready to process the pigs, actually get the pigs picked up from being processed, and we stopped and got ice. This is what we're going to put the pig in. So we stopped here to pick up some ice, and now we're heading off to the processor to get the pig. We just got here to the church with the pig. We're getting ready to bring it in here to cut it up. This is the tablecloth we put on the table here in the church kitchen. We're going to lay it out on here with some cutting boards and start cutting this thing up, and we'll show you that in just a minute. This is it in the back of the truck, and we've got it covered with a tarp so it wouldn't blow out. Bring it home. Kevin's going to uncover it right here, and we'll show you what we did to get it home. We actually took it to a processor and had him to do most of the work. He split it in half for us, and so we've got the two halves here on ice, and we put it into a water trough to bring it back because it was the only thing we had that was big enough to put it in, and as you can see, it still has a little bit hanging over, and it is heavy. Okay, so we're going to move this out of here and take it inside and start working on it. All right, we got the pig in here on the table, and this is what it looks like. We are now in the process of taking out the leaf lard, and that's this piece of fat right here. It's on the inside of the pig, and I've got one half, Kevin's got the other half, and as you can see, he's cutting that out. And so we'll take this leaf lard out and we'll save that, and it will be rendered and we'll use it. Okay, we just made the next cut. Now Kevin's just taking some of the fat off, and this section that we're working on now is actually where the ribs are. We just made this cut right here in the center of the rib bones, and now we're getting ready to cut probably the pork, the ribs. So right there, you can see how we made that cut, and between the ribs, like right in the middle of them, just cut them in half. So now these ribs that are right here on this side is going to be our ribs, and these guys up here, this section here is going to be where we'll get our pork chops from. So we got that done, and next we're getting ready to separate the ribs, I think, from that meat, right?
Yes, from the pork belly.
From the pork belly, yeah. Okay, so now we're getting ready to separate these ribs right here from the rest of this pork belly right here. This is all pork belly right here. So we're going to separate those, and then we'll have our ribs and our pork belly, and we'll make our bacon out of that, the pork belly. Okay, so here we go. We learned that we can make this cut and leave about 3/8 of an inch to a 1/4 of an inch or something like that on the ribs, and that gives you more meat on your ribs and still have plenty of meat for the pork belly that we can use for our bacon and stuff like that. So that's what we're doing now. We're trying to make sure that we got enough meat on those ribs so that we'll have some good ribs when we get ready to do that. Okay, so there's that, and there's the ribs, and then this piece that Kevin has right here, let me say it again. This piece that Kevin has right here that he's showing is the pork belly, and that right there will become mostly the bacon, probably. Yeah.
Unless you want to do like pork belly burnt ends off of some of it.
Unless you want what?
Do pork belly burnt ends.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so anyway, so we're going to continue with this, and we'll be back shortly. All right, we have moved to the other half of the pig now, and what Kevin is cutting now is there's a lot of fat on this pig, as you can tell. He's trimming some of the fat off of the ribs. So what we'll do is we'll keep that fat and render that, and then we'll have we left a good amount of meat on the rib bones. so that we have a lot of meat on there. We like real meaty ribs when we make them. Anyway, so this is what we're doing now, and we'll see what happens with this. All right, we got the pigs moved, and we are looking forward to having some meat in the freezer. I'm over here next to the piglets right now, and they're talking to me. You can probably hear them in the background here. Anyway, so that pretty much concludes what we've done today for moving the pigs to the processor. And let me encourage you to hit that subscribe button in the lower right hand corner. Also, you can click that bell next to it, and whenever we put up a new video, you'll see that. It'll give you a notice, and you can watch the videos. Also, share us with your friends on your social media, and get some other people watching also. So until next time, thanks for joining us here on Hideaway Homestead.